This is the second lecture, that is family of solids. As we have discussed in the previous lecture that understanding of solids and geometry is very important for projection of solids. So we will learn about solids and their geometry in this section. So in our context, in reference to the engineering drawing subject, we have 10 important regular solid shapes which will appear, which are most likely to appear in your examinations. I will divide these 10 important regular solid shapes into two groups, Group A and Group B. See here, these are Group A solids, in which you can see that the head of the family as cylinder. Cylinder, head of the family is cylinder, and there will be prisms in this family. Group A will have prisms. So what is common about cylinder and all the prisms? The common thing is the base, the top base and the bottom base will be same. So as you can observe in the cylinder, the top is circular in shape and the bottom is also circular in shape, and the prisms will follow it. Top base, triangular top base, bottom triangular. This is a triangular prism. In similarly, top square base, bottom square base. This will form a square prism. Similarly, pentagonal prism and hexagonal prism. Pentagonal prism means it's having 5 sides, pentagon. So there will be a pentagon in the top and below also. In the hexagonal prism also there will be 6 sides at the top and below. So these are Group A Group A shapes, cylinder and prisms. So when coming to the Group B, the next 5 important solids, here we have head of the family as cone, and there will be pyramids in this group. So what is common about cone and all the pyramids? The common thing is cone and pyramids will have only one base, which will be circular, triangular, square, pentagonal or hexagonal or octagonal, whatever you may say. But here the important thing is that it will have a base, and the topmost part will be called the apex. The point where all the corners or edges will meet in the pyramid and in the cone is called the apex. So these pyramids are similar to your pyramids in Egypt, which you see in movies, and this is a triangular pyramid. Here you have the triangular base and the apex. Here you have square base and the apex, pentagonal base and the apex, hexagonal base and the apex. So when if in the given question it mentions that it's a square pyramid, if you draw the projections of square prism, then you will be completely marked wrong and you will not get any marks for that. So this is very important thing here. Most of the students will get confused in this pentagonal prism and pentagonal pyramid. So they will get confused between prisms and pyramid, and also some people will get confused also in the planes also. So for example, this is only a circle, but this whole is a cylinder. So some people will get also confused between only square, the plane square and the solid square prism. So in total, like, you may get confused in these three things. For example, you have square, only a plane like a piece of paper, and here you have a square prism, a solid, and you can also have a square pyramid which will also be a solid, but it will not have the top base. So in any case the bottom is a square. So now we will try to understand about each and every solid one by one. Here we will start with the case of a cylinder. So this is a cylinder here, you can observe this easily. And the most important thing in any solid is the axis line which passes through the center. So here this is the axis line. As you can see, this is the imaginative line you have to imagine every time while imagining a solid. And also the cylinder will have top and bottom base in circular portions. As we have discussed, this is the top base, this is the bottom base, they are circular in shape. In general, they are just two circles if they are not solid, if they are not cylinder. And you need to observe that cylinders will not have any flat faces. As you can observe, these rectangular portions here, these are in curved cylindrical shapes. So this means cylinder will have no flat face. They will have cylindrical faces. And also cylinders will have infinite generators. First, what is generator? Generator is a line by using which we can generate the full cylinder. Like for example, I have taken one line here. If I revolve this line about this axis, I will get the full cylinder. So with this just one line, I can generate the full cylinder. That is why this line is named generator. And you have infinite number of generators in a single cylinder. So we'll see now. See, this is one line. Now I will take some few more generators here. See, you can observe 1 2 3 4 5 6. I have taken 6 generators, and you observe that they're going to make the cylinder. You can observe this circular portion in here. Now I will increase some more number of generators here. These are all generators highlighted in white. Now see here, I have increased the number of generators. Now you can see these are again lines only, but uh, now you are able to visualize the cylinder with these lines itself. Now I will increase more number of generators. See, now it's getting complete. Now I will increase more number of generators. See, now it's looking like a cylinder itself to you. But what we have did is we have just taken straight lines, parallel lines around the periphery of this circle, around the circumference, and it is now looking like a cylinder. That is why these all lines are called generators of a cylinder. The every point on the base is a corner. This point, this point, you follow the red pointer here. These all points which I am passing through are considered to be the corners of the base. So this also. So hence we have seen the complete geometry of the cylinder. So as a review, a cylinder will have axis passing through the center, bottom base circular in shape, top base circular in shape, no flat faces. It will have generators, infinite generators, and every point on this corner will be a every point in this base is a corner. Now this is a cone here. As you can see, cone, the cone, as you eat like ice creams, but you eat eat it upside down. So here is your cone, and you can see the apex point here at the top, which differentiates the cone from the cylinder. And here some lines are also visible. So we will see its geometry. This is the axis line passing through the center, and the circular base, the circular bottom base. These are two important things in a cone. And a cone will have the apex point. Apex point means, see, if I join this point here, this point is the apex point. And a cone will also not have flat faces as similar to the cylinder. And a cone will have infinite number of generators. This line is actually a generator. If I revolve this line, I can get the cone. So with this single line, I can get the cone. That is why this line is called a generator. And if I increase number of lines, it will become easy for you to visualize the cone. Now I have taken only 6 generators, and now it's looking like a wireframe cone, and I am increasing the number of generators. Now you see that it's appearing like a cone. Now if I increase more number of generators, more number of lines here, it will become a complete cone. You see now, as the number of generators are being increased, now it's looking completely like a cone. As you can see, the bottom base circular in shape, and you have the apex here, apex point. The apex point is very important. So you see that on the base, these all points are corners. These, if you consider this point or this point or this point, these all points can be considered as the corners. Now we have a triangular prism here. This belongs to the family of group A, that is family of cylinders, because it have top and bottom both same. So we will see its geometry now. See that as I've mentioned, every solid will have an axis passing through the center. Here also we have a axis line in the center, as you can now easily see this axis. A triangle in the top and a triangle in the bottom. So if I erase these faces, now you can easily visualize this. The top triangular in shape, the bottom also. These are bases, top base and bottom base, upper base and bottom base. And one more important thing, this will have three rectangular faces. So a triangular prism will have three rectangular faces. I will show you now. And the triangular prism will have three longer edges. So this is one longer edge, you can see, and this is the second longer edge, and this is the third longer edge here. So these are very important points here. These are the edges of a triangular prism: 1, 2 and 3. 6 small base edges also, because a triangular prism will have two triangles in the top and the bottom. These red lines are the edges of triangles. This geometry, understanding of geometry is very important, because you will have only textual questions in the projection of solids. So he will give with reference with reference to the planes, it will give the name of this geometry only. Like for example, sometimes it will mention that the axis is parallel, axis is perpendicular, or it is resting on the face, it is resting on the base. So this will make a hell lot of difference in your solutions. That is why it is very important to observe all the geometry and remember. So for the triangular base, one more time, this is the axis line passing through the center. It will have a top base and bottom base. It will have three rectangular faces and three longer edges and six smaller edges. So previously we have seen triangular prism. Now we have on our screen a triangular pyramid. So we have seen the triangular prism earlier. Now we have triangular pyramid here. As you can see here, this is a pyramid because you have the apex point uh, at the highest position. Now we'll see its geometry. Again, it will also have a axis passing through the center. It will have the bottom triangular base and the apex at the above. So this is your bottom triangular base, which is obviously in triangular shape, and this is the apex point above. This is the apex point. Very important. Apex point is very important in pyramids and cone. And it will have three triangular faces, as you can see here. This is one triangular face. This is the other triangular face. So I'll show you. So you can see that when I am rotating this triangular pyramid, I'm finding the triangular faces. I have deleted one triangular face here, another, and you see that this is one of the three triangular faces in triangular pyramid. It is very obvious that a triangular pyramid will have three triangular faces. Some questions will also mention that the triangular faces will be resting on the horizontal plane. So in that cases, this will become necessary. And it will also have three longer edges. Now I am so these are three triangular edges here. This is one triangular edge. So this 1, 2, 3 which I have selected are the three triangular uh, three long edges. So these were three longer edges, and these three small edges are base edges. Three long edges and three base edges. This is very important. We have a square prism now. As you can see, there is a square above and below. This is square prism because it doesn't have any apex point. It has two bases, upper base and bottom base, and as always it is having a square, it is having an axis passing through the center, and the base is, bottom base is square, and upper base will also be a square, as you can observe here easily. This is the upper base and this is the bottom base, which are square in shape because this is a square prism, and it will have four rectangular faces. Square prism will have four rectangular faces. Here you can see these are three rectangular faces. One I have deleted. You can easily observe the rectangular faces here. So these four faces combined with two bases will form the square prism, and obviously it will have four longer edges at these corners. Now you see that you can easily observe the edges. 2, 3. Wait a minute. This is the fourth one, third one, and here is the fourth one. So these four which are indicated, which are highlighted, are longer edges, and square prism will have 8 small base edges because you can see there is a square above and below which will have 4 edges each. So there will be 8 small edges in total. Now we have a square pyramid. Earlier we have seen square prism. Now this is a square pyramid. The main difference is that the square pyramid is having an apex point here. As you can see here, this is the apex point, and the base is obviously square in shape, which we will see in a moment. So as you can see, I'm rotating the square pyramid here. The base is a square. As always, it will have an axis passing through the center. This is the axis. It will have the bottom base as a square. This is your bottom base, square in shape, which is square in shape. That is why it is named square pyramid. And you have the apex point at the top. The square pyramid will have 4 triangular faces. This is one of them. Now I have deleted the base, and these are the triangular faces which I am deleting. So this is one of the 4 triangular faces. Wait a minute. Sorry. So these 4 triangular faces will form the square pyramid. See that, these 4 faces. And now the square pyramid will also have 4 longer edges similar to the square prism. These lines will be the 4 long edges in a square pyramid. See, I'm drawing one edge. Now you can see that I am highlighting the 4 long edges of a square pyramid. These lines which are appearing in a slight blue color, and now these are 4 small base edges highlighted in blue color. So this was our square pyramid. Axis, bottom square base, apex, 4 triangular faces, 4 longer edges, and 4 smaller edges. So here I want to mention you that even it is a square pyramid, the faces will be triangular. Yes, as we have seen, this is a triangular face. So one thing you can deduct from all pyramids, like square pyramid and triangular pyramid hexagonal pyramid, pentagonal pyramid is that all the faces will be triangular in shape, and for the prisms all the faces will be rectangular. Now here we have a pentagonal prism. As you can see on your screen, this is a pentagonal prism. There will be a pentagon on the top and in the bottom. So here you will see the pentagon easily from the above. The an axis passing through the center. There will be bottom and upper pentagonal base. As you can see, the pentagonal bases, bottom and top, and the pentagonal prism will have 5 rectangular faces. As you can see here, this is one of the face, and I'm showing these are all rectangular faces. As you can see here, I will delete the other faces. Here you see the rectangular face. If I join these 5 faces, 5 rectangular faces, I will form the pentagonal prism with 2 bases here. The pentagonal prism will have 5 longer edges when at the joining point of these two rectangular faces. So this is one edge. Similarly, it will have 5 5 longer edges and 10 small edges, base edges. So now you can observe here this longer edges, 5 longer edges, and there will be 10 smaller edges on the top and in the bottom. So this is 1 2 3 4 5. Obviously it's a pentagon. So here now we will have description about the pentagonal pyramid. As you can see on your screen right now, it's a pentagonal pyramid. So I'll rotate it a little bit. So as you can see from the above, it is looking like a pentagon, but in the top there is having only single point, which is apex, as you know. Similar way, it will also have an axis in the center, and in the bottom there will be a pentagonal base. It will have the apex point at the top here, and the pentagonal pyramid will have 5 triangular faces. As it is a pyramid, it will have triangular faces only. That would be 5 triangular faces. Now you see that I'll show you one of the face here. This is one triangular face. By joining 5 such triangular faces, we will form the pentagonal pyramid. Uh, by joining these 5 pentagonal faces, triangular faces, we will have 5 longer edges, as you can see here. And also it will have 5 base edges in the bottom, because it's having only one pentagon in the bottom. This is one of the base edge. This is also one of the base edge. This base edge is very important, because in some questions in projection of solids, the question will be in such a way that it will mention the base edge is resting on the horizontal plane. So what you have to do in that scenario is you have to make this edge rest on the plane, but everything else will be uh, everything will else will not rest on the horizontal plane. So we will see while solving the question. Do not worry about that now, but the thing is you have to observe this is the base edge. So here we have a hexagonal prism on your screen right now. You see that the top and bottom base will be hexagonal in shape, and it will have rectangular faces. Obviously, as with all solids, it will have a center point. It will have an axis passing through the center. The bottom and top base will be hexagonal in shape. The bottom and top face will be hexagonal in shape. So bottom base hexagonal, top base hexagonal, and it will have 6 rectangular faces. As you can, as I will show you that. So see that I'm deleting the rectangular faces. This is one of the 6 rectangular faces which form the hexagonal prism. So if I join such 6 faces, I am going to get a hexagonal prism. It will also have 6 longer edges. This is one of the longer edge which I am drawing here, and one more here. In such a way, you will have 6 longer edges in a hexagonal prism. It will also have 12 small base edges. In the top 6 edges, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and in the bottom base also. So your hexagonal prism will have axis, bottom, upper hexagonal bases, 6 rectangular faces, 6 longer edges, 12 base edges. Now you have the last hexagonal last solid which we are going to cover, that is hexagonal pyramid. As you can see here, so this is also an important solid. Here you can see in that when you see view from the top, it will look like a hexagon. There will be an axis which will be passing through the center of this hexagonal pyramid, and the bottom base will be hexagonal in shape, the axis passing through the center. So you see that there is a axis line in the center, and bottom base will be hexagonal in shape. Because this is a hexagonal pyramid, bottom base is hexagonal in shape, and the axis is passing through the center. And you will have apex at the top, as you can see here, and it will have 6 triangular faces. I'll show you one of the triangular face now. This is one of the triangular faces. When I join all such triangular faces, I will form the hexagonal pyramid. It will have 6 longer edges. You see that I am drawing one here. So this is one of the longer edges, and this is going to be the second longer edge. Oh no, it's not straight, it is in slant. So such 6, there will be 6 such long edges in a hexagonal pyramid, which will be actually visible from the top, and it will have 6 small base edges, 6 sides of hexagon. You can see bottom 3 sides are visible now to us, 3 base edges are visible now, 1, 2 and 3. So this is a hexagonal pyramid. We will have axis, bottom base, apex, triangular faces, 6 longer edges and 6 small edges. So this is the summary of prisms in pyramids. You can take out the differences. All prisms are similar to cylinders, and all pyramids are similar to cone. All prisms will have 2 bases. All pyramids will have only one base and an apex point. Prisms will have rectangular faces, and pyramids will have triangular faces. So these were the important points. Please make a note of this. Now we will move on to the next lecture, that is reference planes.